Howdy y'all, Machwood Fireman here, and welcome back to Season 3 of the Conelanders Assetto Corsa Racing League. Still in Week 6, we're still at Zanvoort. This is the B-Main, because I didn't make it into the A-Main because I don't like this track. And as you will see, I did not have a very good qualifying session. I qualified with like a 2:10, qualified in last 7 full seconds off the pace, so we're not going to worry about a qualifying run. For this race, we're just going to go straight to the grid. And here we are at the grid.
I keep forgetting.
Marzen talking about some of his stuff. And the reason we got like a minute to go here. And I took part in a little conversation before the start of the race.
Truck will be the whatever the other one was.
This is not the part. 1 minute. Let everybody know.
How many so long?
Here's a question.
How many shots do you hit, Fireman?
Just 2. I figured if I had a third one, I wouldn't be able to keep the car on the track at all. It'd just be a moving chicane. So I'm going to cap it off at 2 until after the race. And somebody smart ass remark.
You are a moving chicane, are you not?
Hey. Nobody asked you, all right?
If staying on the road was a requirement, I'd say second was a bit too much already.
Just because I qualified with a 2:10 don't mean nothing.
Blue flag.
Where is Shadow?
I do know what the blue flags
probably the
mean.
damn
I've seen blue flags. I have seen the blue flags.
Good luck, everybody.
So here's a obligatory good luck from everybody in the start of the race. And I'll explain that bit of the conversation here in just a minute. But let's start the race. Let's see how things go. And we're off. Off.
Bad start.
I got a bad start.
What a bad start.
Yeah, I waited too long. I waited way too long. I was, let's go through the first couple of turns here and see how things are going. We got Rebel on our outside. We made a good pass on him. Whoop, okay. Drop down on the inside of Viperian there. Got Georgian in front of us and Mr. Panda. And we're coming up on our turn. The turn that I just hate so very, very much. Made it through that one okay. Panda did not. Panda got slow, but he's still on my left. He's still on the inside of this turn. And there he goes. All right, so fine. Whoa, okay, careful. Panda got a little squirrely there. And I start making a run. I get a run on Panda, and I'm doing fine. And okay, we got past the Panda. I got past it, and then I slowed down too much. And then I slowed down too much, went wide, and there's Panda again making the move. Good job, Panda. Good move. Don't run into the back of him. Somebody's off. Who's that? Powers. Powers is off. Whoa, careful, Powers. Nice rejoin.
As soon as you joined back, I've joined back on. You locked right in front of me. I had nowhere to go.
Well, there you go.
Right.
There's your answer. Answer. So we're still behind Mr. Panda.
Wreck him.
Georgian.
There's no damage.
Georgian's in the B-Main.
Do you have that left?
What pride? Who's got pride? We're in the B-Main. You have no pride in the B-Main. Anyway, Georgian made it into the B-Main. He's one of the he was from the other heat. He was heat 2, 1. I don't remember which one. Whichever one, the opposite of what I was in. He was in that heat, and he ended up in 10th. And again, oh no!
98 group is not helping at all.
Agreed.
Language.
That was just went out over the radio.
Someone needs to do that in slow-mo.
No, you don't need to.
Probably not a good idea.
No, not a good idea. So that was just went out over the radio. I actually cut out what I really said because it was bad. It was bad. Because I was up to like 8th, something like that. And then I just you go off one little bit and here you are, last place. I didn't like this track. I didn't like it.
What happened?
So I was talking about Georgian. Georgian, he was he got the shaft. He was in P10 in his heat race, and of course you had to be P9 or above. We talked about that yesterday. So make sure you go check out Georgian's perspective to see what happened to him yesterday. So yeah, I think this is the first time that he's actually been down with all of us in the B-Main. So hello, Georgian, and welcome to the B-Main. We have a lot of fun in the B-Main. We have lots and lots of fun in the B-Main. And now we got. I'm just driving around. We're just chasing Viperian Rebel Cowboy, and Powers looks like Powers up there a little bit too. So they got a good battle going. So we're just going to chase them down. And while we're
Rebel,
chasing,
you're loving what you're seeing, aren't you?
What? Oh, careful. Oh, God! Hi, Powers. Hey, sorry, Powers.
Had a issue with Viperian and Ping.
Thank you.
That's all right.
So yeah, there's really not a whole lot I can do about that because there was nowhere for me to go. I could have probably jerked it off. No, excuse me.
Cowboy didn't just bump me off then.
I probably could have
like
jerked the wheel to the left,
in turn 3,
and
you will rejoin in the middle of turn 4.
probably, I probably could have made a move to the left, but I think that I would have ended up spinning out too because I was on the brakes and yeah.
To be honest,
so sorry, Powers. I probably could have avoided you. I'm gonna blame the Jack Daniels. Now let's talk about Fireman and Jack Daniels. Oh, there's that turn that I hate so much. Made it through there this time. And you see my black marks where I hit the wall over there a couple times, and right there where I spun out coming back onto the track.
And the D is silent.
The D is silent. It's not D jump.
Whatever.
It's jump. Get it right, Marson.
I've always
So yeah, let's talk about the Fireman and some Jack Daniels.
How's it going, Arzen?
There was, I did not have to work after we recorded this race. Normally, I have to go to work after. I have to go to work after we do the races. I take the first half of the day off.
Gotta meme it up.
Gentlemen?
No comment.
Normally take the first half of the day off, and then we do our races, and then I have to go into work for the second part of the day. However, for this week,
Viperian,
this particular week, I did not have to go into work afterwards, so I was able to actually take part in some drinking.
Cool. You should see my perspective.
That Powers suggests I'm going to blame Powers by the way for this. I told her Powers made mention of taking a drink after the race, and I was like, "Yep, that's what I'm gonna do." And we talked about it earlier in the week. No, Viperian, no. Yeah, he got a little frustrated.
On my screen, I killed him twice, and then all of a sudden he teleported about 30 feet in front of me.
And oh, that was it. Okay, never mind. I thought that was where he left. No, yeah, Viperian had a rough weekend. He had a rough weekend. Worse than mine, as a matter of fact. And here we are. We're actually up to 7. But anyway, Powers had made mention of having a drink after the race, and I was like, yes. After that awful heat race from yesterday, I think that I will.
Time for some hot lapping.
Yeah, hot lapping. No kidding, right? So
Panda, come to me, Panda.
And Panda says,
Don't worry, I fuck up soon enough.
I have no idea what Panda says. Panda, if you watch this, I don't think any of us had any idea what you said. You may be a little far away from the microphone. I don't know. But anyway, Powers, it's all Powers' fault that I had something to drink after the race. And when I say something to drink, I mean
Next lap. We're going to pit next lap.
Yep. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Doing fine. Just a little lawn mowing. Nothing to see here. Nope. Doing fine. So my drink of choice, come back, Panda, is Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola. I was out of Coca-Cola. So, and Powers, again, me and Powers talked about this earlier in the week and before the race, before the heat race, and after the heat race. So, I didn't have any Coca-Cola.
Ooh, phone going off.
Whoops. So, I had to take shots of Jack Daniels. And
who's even winning? Mr. Bob. Mr. Bob looks like he's winning.
Good job, Mr. Bob. So, yeah, I partook in some alcoholic beverages between the heat race and the start of practice for the B-Main. Normally, I was only planning, or at the beginning, I was only planning on having one shot. I was going to have careful. I was only going to have one shot. And then practice happened, and then qualifying happened. Like I said, I qualified with a 2:10. That was my best lap in qualifying, was a 2:10, and we had like a 7 or 10 minute qualifying session on top of a 10-minute practice session. It was awful. I was just awful at this track, and it wasn't the alcohol. Because, I mean, you can see here that I'm doing okay, even though I've had 2 shots, but I was very, very inconsistent at this track. I could not keep my consistency up at all. So, all because, it's not because of Powers. I'm kidding. Of course, Powers. I decided between the heat race and the B-Main here, I decided to take a shot of Jack Daniels. And then after practice and before qualifying, I decided to take another shot of Jack Daniels just because, it seemed like it was a good idea at the time.
To fight.
Fight.
Like switched positions like 3 times in the last.
Apparently,
4
Jump
laps.
and some people are battling up front. They're having a good battle. So I'm going into pit this lap. Careful. Oh, jeez.
All right, pitting in.
They are fighting.
Pitting in. Now, Pick and Fig. Let's talk about Pick and Fig.
Come on, Pick and Fig. Let's get the thing over here.
I figured out how Pick and Fig can work for me. I have to have the mouse on the screen. The mouse has to be on the screen. If it's not on the screen, then it'll go, no.
And slide past the pit box. Perfect.
Yep. And now the mouse is going. It might work. Yep, it worked that time. Okay. So the mouse has to be on the screen for Pick and Fig to work.
Well, at least Pick and Fig worked.
Yeah. At least Pick and Fig worked. I slid through my box, but Pick and Fig worked. It has to be on
Well,
the
I
track.
have good news and bad news about my pit stop.
This is me talking to the people.
What's that?
Pick and Fig actually worked. But I slid through my box.
Well, I'm glad you did, so now I see somebody.
Yeah.
Come on, let's race.
Has rubble behind us. So yeah, I have to have, because I've had trouble with
Pick the top 4 to also miss the pit box?
No. I've been having trouble with Pick and Fig all season, and I think that I got it figured out. It has to be actually on the screen, and I have to have clicked on the screen. So yeah, I think that I could get Pick and Fig to work for the rest of the race. Rest of the races.
Yeah, if you was watching your mirror,
You got a little
while ago,
squirrely back behind
you'd
us.
have probably seen the side and the back of my car.
I did. So yeah, hopefully we'll get Pick and Fig. Of course, we only got 2 weekends to go. So
Somehow I'm still behind you, though.
Well, you wouldn't have gotten in front of me doing that.
I'm heading into the pits.
Thank you.
Well, being as what corner it is, I might have.
True.
now the good thing about the B-Main is that nobody really
I
cares.
just wouldn't have stayed there.
Nobody really cares what happens at the B-Main, so it's a lot more
second
fun.
gear you were talking about.
It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more laid back. That's we have a good
supposed
time.
to avoid that one.
Yeah, it's a bad gear. Don't
bad
ever
gear.
go into second gear.
No,
Not in this track.
that's a second gear, not at this track. So
I just saw a huge.
we have a lot of fun at the B-Main. Obviously, I've been at most of them. I've been at all but a couple of them. So yeah, they're good times. We have a good time. Very chatty on the radio. Not nearly as serious. Most of us don't take it nearly as serious as the guys in the A-Main, or when we make it into the.
I mean, aw.
Stupid gravel.
Yeah, you like getting friendly with that, don't you?
No comment. It had another shot for me, it said. It drew me in with the prospect of more Jack Daniels.
Stupid gravel. And that's the same spot of gravel that I hit in the first lap that allowed Rebel to get past me on the first lap and put us back into last place.
No work mock is best mock.
Thank you, Powers. Careful, stupid curb. Don't hit that curb. So now we're back in last
I don't know
yet
that
again.
my car will agree.
And I just now realized, watching this back, we're 10 minutes into the race, 7 laps into a 12-lap race.
Oh shit, I'm in last.
Hey,
As long as it's your virtual car,
realize
it's all right.
I'm in last.
Ah, good point.
And I personally like watching this back. I realized that I got my traction control on. I just now noticed that my traction control has been on the entire race. I don't know that I turn it off. So I guess that's gonna be. We'll have to add some money onto that for something. I don't know. We'll add $10. I don't know, $10 for not turning your traction control off. So let me go ahead and write that down. As a matter of fact, B-Main, no TC. Okay. What I say? $10. $10. There we go. Written down, and it will add up. We'll add that up at the end of the video. But yeah, we're back in last. We got a couple laps to go. Some very interesting things come along, and like I was saying, that we don't. Yeah, in the B-Main, we're very much more talkative. We have a good time.
Care for first place showing up behind me on my scoreboard.
No. How about first, second, or third?
That's awful.
Mr. Tommy's, Mr. Bob, and Jomp all showing up behind me. And then we hit the straightaway a little bit, and Jomp falls off.
And second place. First and second for me.
Mr. Bob falls off. And then once we get around this turn, I believe that Mr. Tommy's falls off as well. So good job for those three
language
guys.
is popping up on the Discord. The other race didn't go well.
Oh no.
Oh no. So yeah,
Survivors got wrecked again.
we have a lot of fun in the B-Main. I especially have more fun
Got third since I assumed the race is still
now that
going.
I've gotten over the fact of,
That
oh man, I'm in
language
the
in
B-Main,
capital
dadgummit,
letters.
blah blah blah. You know, I've gotten used to the fact. I've resignated
not
myself
ruin
to
it
the
for the
fact that
people
this
who haven't
season
actually
it's gonna
watched it
be.
yet.
It's gonna be, you know, I haven't been doing so well, so hopefully
They can
we'll
guess
be able
that by knowing
to
it's
sort it out the
Conelanders
last
race.
2 races here.
Like they're
Um,
watching ours before theirs.
They might
You
be.
never know.
There's some diehard fans out there. Rebel. All right, yeah, that's an interesting way to go around that turn. I'll take it.
Panda, no.
I'm coming for you.
And we understood that, Panda. Understood that one.
I don't
Oh,
like
squirrely.
the prospect of German
back,
coming
come
to
back,
take on the
car.
Russian.
But it worked out so well last time.
Oh yeah.
I was chasing Rebel down. I was having a good run getting Rebel, and then I decided to go.
Oh,
This
big
track
buddy, you screwed.
is so
The D is silent.
technical. I guess is a good term for it. You have to hit your
Doesn't change the fact
spots.
he's
You have to hit
still
your
screwed.
marks. I guess exactly right. And if you don't, by God, you're going off into the gravel. You're going off into the grass because there's no.
Might change the meaning of the word screwed, though.
There's
Well,
really
he is
no
right at the end of
runoff.
a choo-choo train,
It's
I'm leading.
you get one tire off of the
Yeah,
pavement.
you're-
You're in the
No,
grass.
you're
You're in the
saying
gravel.
you're
You're
following
gonna
a train.
spin or get slowed down.
Oh yeah, I'm Yana truly here.
With a silent D.
So, yeah, it's. I don't know. I
Solid D is
just
the
don't
worst
like this
kind.
track. I just don't. I did
Never
like.
see it coming.
I did like it a lot
those-
better after having had a couple of shots
I have
of
a joke.
alcohol.
I have a joke
because
to go along with
it
that,
was-
but
I was
I
able-
can't say it.
No.
I'll tell you after.
Whoops, he talking about stuff. No, stay off of the thing. I don't remember if I told the joke or not. I don't remember. Careful, Rebel.
All the jokes.
Me saying
Careful
he's
there,
pulling
Rebel.
a train ain't bad enough.
Well,
And I'm just, you know, I'm trying to be nice
Trying to
guy.
limit the amount of editing that some people will have to do for this video.
You know, nice guy
People
fireman.
edit this stuff? Jesus.
Well, of course.
That's too much work.
Watch, I'll show you. I'll show you exactly what some people do when editing.
Oh, Rebel.
Bitnin.
I actually saw the track underneath of your car on the other side.
Here's some editing for you. Let's take a slow look at it. And airborne. Good job, Rebel. And I almost followed him right behind him. So yeah, there's some editing for you. Anyway, B-Main, we have a good time. I don't get stressed out anymore about it.
Almost.
This particular B-Main, I was a lot more talkative on the radio, so it's going to be a lot less talky from. Well, not a lot less. There's going to be a little bit less talky from.
God damn it, Martin.
The from the post commentary fireman. Easy. And it's going to be a lot more ramble.
I was hoping I could return in front of him and shoot
because I'm stopping to listen to the people and I'm looking at the thing. Oh, I'm about to say something.
Here, so.
And then I stop and I forget what I'm talking about in post, and it's just like whatever. I don't know. But we got 3 laps to go. It's about 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes. Let's see if we can't chase Rebel down. Of course, we're in last place again.
Oh, no, not fourth.
No, don't go to
Keep in
fourth
mind I
there.
haven't pit yet, Marzen.
Yeah, but I was falling.
Let's see if we can't chase Rebel down. I don't know that we're going to be able to. Careful. Jeez. I don't know that we're going to be able to because, alcohol. Or just the fact that I'm not very good at this track, but we're going to try. Let's see if we can't get better than a 2:06.1 or whatever my fastest lap so far has been.
Speaking of falling off, come back, cowboy, come back.
You had to keep up so you can get good video of me jumping.
And I did. And if I could figure out how to zoom in with this program that I've got, I would have zoomed in on it. I just can't figure it out at short notice. So yeah, let's go chase down Rebel Cowboy. I guess my best time so far is 2:03 and some change, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember what my best time is. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try to make sure that we get at least a 2:02. I think that was my goal around this part of the track, or around this part of the race. I was like, okay, let's just get a green lap. Let's just get a 2:02. And we will call this race a success, even though we're in last, even though we're in the B-Main, even though we're last in the B-Main. I still want to be able to say that I accomplished something. So,
AKA, oh shit, I missed my breaking point plane.
Been there, done
I
that.
use that line a lot.
Shit, there's no more road left.
My fastest lap of the race.
Me too.
And of course, I get my fastest lap just after Rebel gets his fastest lap, and it's like 2/10 slower. Yeah, just barely slower than his. So even though I'm trying to chase him down, he's getting away from me, Fezzik. No.
Can't even keep it flat.
No. God bless it. Well, I was catching up to him. Everybody, y'all remember that spot?
I think we lost a fireman.
Yeah, same freaking turn that got me in the heat race, and in practice, and in qualifying, and in qualifying for this.
Yeah, that stupid turn. Everybody remember that turn from yesterday? I spun out twice in that turn yesterday. It cost me a transfer spot almost. It cost me 10th place. It cost me 10th place that turn. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing in this track. It's so depressing. Rebel. There you go. Have fun.
That got me going again.
You're welcome.
I wanted somebody to race at this point of the race. It's like, you know what? I'm not having any fun just hot lapping because I keep spinning my damn self out. Let's see. I was having fun chasing down Rebel.
That jump didn't work out real well.
It didn't look like it.
So I slowed down and I intentionally gave him a little bit of a bump draft to make sure that he stayed up ahead of me. So we would have an actual, hopefully.
Oh, who gone?
Hopefully have hopefully have some sort of race because, you know, granted, it could be fun watching somebody hot lap. I'm sure watching Sharky hot lap is just an amazing time because Sharky's good at the game. Watching me hot lap, not so much. I want to.
Dang it, Rebel.
You thought you was completely out of the race a while ago, didn't you?
Oh, I've been completely out of the race since I started the damn thing.
So my plan was to when Rebel spun out in front of me, I'm like, you know what? Here, go forth and be merry. And I want to see if I can chase him down. I want to race with him. I want to have something to do, but I don't want him behind me. I don't want him trying to pass me because then I just end up wrecking the both of us out. I would like to try to pass him. That's what I need practice with, is trying to pass other people. Because you never know when that might come in handy. And, of course, we got Mr. Tommy's end jump and Mr. Bob showing up on the relative behind us there. I don't think we're going to have any trouble getting lapped because they're on their final lap. We're all on our final lap now. I think they just finished, as a matter of fact. So here we are. We're coming around the last couple of turns. I didn't even realize
Hey, Panda, did you miss
this
your
is the
pit
last
box?
lap. So yeah. No, careful. I was hoping that Rebel would take his jump, and he didn't.
He missed something there, it sounds like.
Oh right, that was Panda. Panda tried to key up, and it was just nothing but noise from his wheel.
He was busy dealing with me, but I think he didn't miss his pit box. He must have lost it before that.
Mr. Bob died at the end.
So did I.
Whoa, no. Dang it. Oh, I was on such a good lap.
Yeah,
Good race, guys.
Yeah, the leaders are finishing up, and of course there's only 9 of us on the track, so it's not going to take long. Panda's gone. He's finished up.
Dang it.
Yeah, I screwed up. Right there at the end. And Rebel Cowboy gets away, and we finish up in 9th place. We finish in last. But that's fine. You know, it was fun.
Get him. I missed him. Dang it. Good race, everybody. Rebel, that was fun.
Yeah,
that's twice I'm racing for a position in the back that was still interesting.
Yep. And so here we are taking a final look at the results for the B-Main race at Zandvoort. Zandvoort was not kind to the firemen. Although somehow, oh right, because two guys dropped out. I went from 10th to 8th somehow. Something must have happened to Mr. Bob that last lap. I don't know what happened to him, but something must have happened to Mr. Bob to put him a lap down. I don't know if he ran out of gas or what, but we ended up in 8th place. We got 1 whole point. Woohoo! 1 point for Zandvoort B-Main race. Awful, just awful. Now, we saw what happened to Viperian. He got a little frustrated, rightfully so, I think, especially his heat race. Apparently his heat race, he got screwed, and that's what caused him to fall back into the B-Main, because he was actually really fast at this track, except for when it comes to the B-Main. He wasn't, but if I remember correctly, he was pretty quick at this track, and he just bad circumstances on top of bad ping. It's just it didn't work out. We'll get you sorted out eventually, Viperian. Don't you worry. Something will get better. Something will change. I promise. Eventually. So yeah, we got Mr. Tommy's 1 jump. Well done. 2nd place. Marzin. Well done. 3rd place. Georgian in 4th. Followed by Panda, Powers, Rebel Cowboy. There we are in 8th. And then we had Mr. Bob 1 lap down, and Viperian also retired 10 laps down. Here's the fastest laps of the race, Mr. Bob. Good job. Right behind him, Mr. Tommy's. We figured those two. And Jump as well, all within a half a second of each other. Also, Powers was up there. And Marzen. So, yeah, all of these guys were at the top 5 were all within a second of each other. So, yeah, good job, fellas. Good job, Powers. You ended up in 6th. Good job. My fastest lap, 2:02.6. So that was I accomplished that little goal that I set for myself. And then here we go. Here's Mr. Tommy's and Mr. Bob having a good battle back and forth. And, of course, Mr. Tommy's. Good job finishing up first. And here you are. Here's that spot. This is where Mr. Tommy's. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know. And then you got Jump following, and over. And we're down here. Mr. Fireman. No, Mach 1 Fireman. Made it up to 7th at one point and then back down to 9th. I think that was the pit stop, maybe. I think I pit on lap 5. And then I guess this is where, this right here, since everybody went up 1, this is where Mr. Bob bailed out. So 8th place, not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. So let's talk about some money. Before we go and take a look at the standing, let's talk about money for this particular race. We started off with $141 going into today's race. $141. And of course, we ran the whole race without traction control. Oops. So that was 151. And then we started with 10 people. We started 8 out of 10. So that would be $2. And then we gained, I'm sorry. Where did we start? We started, will you pull up? B-Main qualifying. There we go. We actually started 10th and then gained 2 positions. Oh, I could have looked at it right here. We gained 2 positions. So that's going to be $4. So that's $155 going to Child's Play charity. And we didn't wreck anybody. We didn't, we ran into Powers, but we didn't actually wreck him. He was already spun. So, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's take a look at the points. All right, so here we are. We got the points for the first, what's that? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First 6 races of the season. And you got, of course, Sharky up top. Cone Dodger in second. Maestro, Servatus, Jim Knight, Piker, Spooky Squid, Holy Moose, Georgian, and Mr. Tommy's rounding out the top 10. Now, last week, I forgot to include a points preview or a points update at the end of last week's race. I flat forgot. At the end of last week's race, we had actually made it all the way up here into 25th. But after, and that was after making the A-Main last week at Silverstone. However, we didn't here at Zandvoort, so we dropped back down to 29th. We're in 29th position, 7 points behind Marzen, 8 points behind Kurt, who's only participated in 3 races. I've participated in twice as many races as Kurt, and he's still got more points than I do. Good job, Kurt. Good job. Also, same thing with Goonsis. Goonsis got a win up there. Good job, Goonsis. I think that was, did he? Well, you have to watch Goonsis's or somebody else's videos to see what happened there. But good job, Goonsis. He's been in 3 races, got 100 points. We all knew that Goonsis was fast anyway. So there you go, back down to 29th. Got 2 races left. Hopefully, we could go ahead and say that I'm probably not going to make up. Let's see, here's 13th. I'm trying to get above 13th place right here. So for my season goals, I don't think that's going to happen. To 117 points, I've got 60. So, yeah, I don't see myself making up another 60 points almost, because that's what it would have to be. I would have to win the next two races, and everybody else would have to not show up for me to make that much. Oh man, it's not gonna happen. So yeah, that's easy goals out the window, just like all the rest of them. But that's it. That's gonna be the end of this episode. As always, I appreciate y'all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I will see y'all next time when we're at Bathurst.